Hello, beautiful kindred souls, and welcome to my spiritual oasis. Here, weary souls come to find inner wisdom and peace. Today, as you already know from the title and description of this video, we are doing 18 or older readings where we are asking Spirit, what does your person find sexy about you? So I'm so excited to share that I have added a few sensual decks to my collection. So we're going to have some excitement with some very interesting messages. So what does your person find sexy about you? This could be past, present, or future person, a future love, interest. So keep an open mind, open heart, and let's just, enjoy the journey here. So I do have several decks. We have 3 decks that are going to be guiding each of the 3 groups today, but I also have other decks off to the side as well as charms and tea leaf cards and dice and just whatever I'm called to use during the reading I will use. So again, we have 3 groups, but before we get into the groups, I would love to have you join the Kindred family by subscribing to my YouTube channel here. Click like on the video. If something resonates with you, drop a comment down below. Let me know which group you selected today. So 3 groups are as follows. We have group number 1 being guided by the Decameron tarot deck. This one's really cheeky. That deck. The Tarot of Sexual Magic is a group 2's guiding deck. And then the Casanova Tarot. So pause the video at this point in time if you need a moment to determine which group has your message in it, keeping in mind that these are general readings, so take what resonates with you, have fun with it, and enjoy. So without further ado, we're going to just get right into the first group. Hello, group number 1, and welcome to your 18 or older sensual adult reading, where we are asking Spirit what your person, past, present, or future, finds sexy about you. So more than likely, this is whoever popped into your mind right away when you thought, or it could be a future love if you are single and you don't have anybody that came into mind right away. This could be a future love for you. So keep it an open heart and an open mind. And this is the backs to your deck. This deck is very, very cheeky. So that's kind of a warning. Those of you who have faint at heart, which I don't think if you clicked on this reading you are. But anyway, let's go ahead and shuffle out our guiding energy for you today. So this is group number 1. What does your person find sexy about you? Okay, so we have this card kind of flipped. All right, so we have the Strength card. So what I do see here is that your person finds it really sexy that you are resilient. You are the type of person that takes life on with an inner strength and courage and a desire to accomplish your goals and get what you set after. It feels like there's an intensity about you as well that they like, and they find very attractive and sensual. I'm getting the message here that it's almost like they enjoy breaking down your walls, getting past your barriers that you put up to the world and to a lot of people around, but they are the ones that are able to kind of get past some of the resistance. So we have the 4 of Swords. You don't take no shit, do you? That is a message that I'm getting from this card here, and they love that about you. You don't hold any punches, you don't take any shit, you call an ace, a spade, and you don't allow anybody to punk you, And then we have the King of Wands. Again, there's a lot of really intense, fiery energy here, a lot of divine masculine energy. So I'm feeling like they like that. They like that you go after what you want. You're not afraid to like show who you are, to take control and like dominate your life and potentially them. they might like that aggressive energy. There's a lot of like playfulness in the fact that like experimentation, like you're willing to experiment. You have a very like adventurous spirit when it comes to sex, sensuality, and trying new things, and they really love that too. Sexy, sensual, intense, and freakiness. Are you a little bit of a freak? Closet freak, maybe? Alright. Let's see what other messages we have for you today. Ooh, they love your eyes. There's something about your eyes that are really telling and intense. I feel like if you have a little bit of like sarcasm or like quirkiness to you, so like sometimes people don't know if you're serious or not, or you know, if you're if you're giving them shit or if you're like being genuine. Your eyes tell that story, and they love that about you. So like when you're out and you're kind of, you know, being snarky or like messing with people, they can tell whether or not you're being serious or if you're messing with people by looking in your eyes. I feel like you could also just have really startling eyes, a really pretty color or shape, or it could be, I'm getting an image of like how your lashes, you like might have long eyelashes that really like accentuate your eyes. They like it when you wear, I'm getting this message, so this could be very specific. They like it when you wear eye makeup that accentuates your eyes too. So like dark eyeliner, which really makes the color in your eyes pop. And for whatever reason, some of you might have really pretty like brown eyes, like maybe even a lighter brown, or like when the light hits your eyes in a way, it kind of has like a honey colored like speckles in it. I don't know, that feels very extraordinarily specific, but I feel like the eyes in general tell a lot of the story, and they love that about you. They love looking into your eyes, gazing into your eyes. They might even compliment you on your eyes a lot too, or just like you catch them like looking in your eyes, like staring in your eyes, which might be a little weird. You know what? This card came out. I felt it. I felt it from when I saw the Four of Swords. I was like, you're bossy as fuck. And Dom. Okay. So they love when you play the dominant role, when you're aggressive, when you're assertive, when you tell them what you want from them, especially in a sexy, like sensual way, and in sex play. They like when you take control of the sex play. It arouses them, makes them very excited, even if they have a more like, they might not express it outwardly all the time, but look into their eyes and you will see that spark of like, yes, like that they're enjoying themselves. And of course, you know, verbal communication is always a strong thing that should be done. Under the table. So I don't know if this is something that you have done with them or if this is a fantasy that they have. But sensual play under the table. So whether that be if you're like out to eat or and you rub up their leg, or maybe you rub up a little higher, and touch them in intimate places under the table, where it's kind of like it's your secret. It's like when you're under the table, it's like, yeah, it's like it's like your secret or their secret. Like the two of you, I don't know, taking risks, but like in a way that's not like, I don't know, overt or violates other people's space, of course, but like just kind of taking risks and doing things that are a little out of the ordinary. And it could even be at the dinner table at your house. That might be a more, you know, it might be an easier way of segueing into something more intimate. But, you know, taking risks. I feel like they are a bit of a risk taker. Or they like that you are willing to like kind of try different things and experiment a little bit. They like that you are, so you have black tourmaline, that you are a protector at heart. And, you know, I feel like this could manifest in, you know, like in this dominant position, but often not. I feel like this is more talking about that you're the type of person who protects those that you call yours. You're very loyal, very dedicated to the people that you consider yours, your family, your lover, your children, your friends, like those who are in the your category. You protect them, and yeah, so I'm getting that energy. I'm also getting the energy that you set strong boundaries with people around you, and they actually find that really sexy, that you are able to set strong boundaries around your life, because that means you also are protecting your relationship with them. And I feel like you're also setting up you're setting up a strong like chance for your love to thrive when you set strong boundaries with them, because they know where you stand, they know what lines not to cross. And the fact that you also set strong boundaries with the world around you, which means that you also protect your relationship, and they like that. Let's see. Ooh. So we have the blue moon energy, and the message that I'm receiving here with the blue moon energy is that they really love that you have strong like faith, like spiritual faith. And this could also be talking about your relationship overcoming odds. Whether you're with this person now overcoming odds, or maybe with this person in the future and you have overcome odds in order to be together. And it was the faith in the connection that you have and the love that you have and trusting each other through some sort of difficult time. But I feel like in general I feel like outside of that message, there's a message here around you just having strong faith and a strong spiritual stance. And they really like that because it grounds you and it grounds your energy, and it makes you a stronger, more confident person from an inside out perspective when you have a really strong inner compass. Ooh, strong inner compass. Okay. What else does group one's person find sexy about them? Ooh. Moon energy. So this could mean a number of different things. Some of the messages that I'm getting include you might be a Cancer or have like a really strong moon placement in your chart, or a strong moon aspect to either their moon, rising, sun, or Venus sign. But the fact that the two of you really connect strongly on an emotional level, and you respect each other's emotional well-being, and you respect each other's feelings and what the other person desires and what they want and what makes them feel safe, and you just like work together to create a relationship and a connection that is emotionally fulfilling for both parties. I feel like the moon is also talking about the way that you handle change. I feel that the way that you handle change, they find it really sexy how you handle change with just like this vigor and excitement for life. And transitions might not always be flippant and easy, but the fact that you kind of just take life on and you work through the process of the change, and I don't know, I'm just getting the messages like this kind of excitement and graciousness, and just like you just kind of take it on and do it, and you know, there's like not a lot of hemming and hawing. It's just you just handle changes really gracefully. I'm also getting the message here that they like nighttime with you. They like nighttime because it's a time to unwind. It's a time to be alone, be together, embrace the intimate side to the relationship. And I'm also getting the message here that you kind of come alive at night. So you might be more of a night owl, or maybe you just feel more sexual or sensual in the evening times. Or maybe the experiences that you've had that were sexual happen in the evening time. All right, so we have the beetle, and the message that I'm getting here is, I feel like this is connected to the believe in the impossible message with, they find it really sexy that I feel like this is like you finding a positive in like everything. Which lends to good fortune for you. You don't dwell on negativity. Yes, you go through it. We all do. But again, you handle those changes graciously, and you're rewarded spiritually with good fortune. And I think it's just like your positivity and your outlook on life is really sexy to them, and how you just kind of handle anything with that gracious energy. The club. The first message that makes sense that it's by the Dom. Again, it feels like this very intense, like just, the dominating energy, kind of very intense, bold, aggressive energy, again, that they find attractive. They could also like a little BDSM action as well, a little kink, okay? And then we have coins, which connects to the world of money and monetary compensation. So this could mean that you have money and they like that about you, or they find that sexy about you, or maybe you like, this is gonna sound weird, but like you're good with money, financially savvy, or just like you're good at stretching your money and making it work for you. I also got the message that you look expensive, like whatever that means, but I feel like it has more to do with like your style as well, that you, even if you don't have a lot of money, you still carry yourself and dress and do your hair and makeup and all that stuff in a way where you look like you're doing okay money-wise. But they like that. It's a couple of different meanings off of that. I think we're gonna pull. Ooh! Oh! I had some charms just literally jump out. Okay. Here, I want to get this so you can see them better. The rhinoceros popped out, as well as the engagement ring. Like, could be saying that, I feel like obviously there could be a few different meanings, so we're gonna add a couple more charms here. But I think that the rhinoceros, I feel like, again, is connected to that kind of intense energy, big and bold, and you just kind of charge after life. It feels very like robust. They really find it sexy that you are a very robust person, and you just go after life. So that could, you know, even if you're like, well, I'm quiet, like I'm not an extrovert and I don't just go out and do it doesn't necessarily have to be, because again, we have the strength card, and the strength card talks about more like inner strength and inner intensity. For example, like Scorpio energy is connected to Mars energy, just like Aries is. But Aries energy is outwardly expressive, a go-getter from the outside. The outside world sees Aries charge after life, whereas Scorpio is still very competitive and vivacious. But, you know, Scorpio energy is divine feminine, inwardly strong. So Scorpio is going to take the underground approach and still be accomplishing goals and killing it, but maybe not necessarily in like a way where the world sees them. Like they see the results. So just kind of think, you can interpret it that way as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be like you being super outwardly aggressive on the outside, but just having like an inner intensity is the same, or an alternate message, I guess, to that. In the engagement ring, I feel like there's a message here of just long-term commitment and a long-term connection and desire for longevity in the relationship. So whether that means engagement or marriage or just a long-term relationship. Couple of animals. So we have our little lobster, crayfish, a snake, umbrella closed, and leaves. Okay, so I feel like the leaves is connected to change. We talked about that with the moon. The snake talks about regeneration, and the lobster could be literally talking about food, seafood. Maybe you like seafood or they like seafood. The snake talks about like regeneration and growth, so they find it really sexy that you growing and changing, and again chasing after your dreams and all of that good stuff, and that you're always ready for a rainy day. You're the type of person who is prepared. And I also feel like the umbrella is connected to this idea of change as well, because we bring an umbrella often unless it's literally raining, we bring in anticipation that the weather will change, because we know that the weather changes and that the chance of encountering rain, especially during certain times of the year, increases. So just kind of like this readiness, like being ready, being prepared, going with the flow and changing, growing, chasing your dreams, and just like an intense sort of energy that's connected to it as well. So that was a nice long reading. I hope you enjoyed this message. If something resonated, please do drop a comment down below and let me know what did. Click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if we are not already connected here on YouTube. If you're interested in your own personal reading, you can connect with me on Etsy. Link is in the description. Again, thank you so much, beautiful soul, for spending time with me today, and I will see you in an upcoming reading. Bye. Hello, group number 2, and welcome to your 18 or older sexy, sensual reading. We are asking Spirit what your person finds sexy about you. So this could be a past, present, or future love, or partnership, or lustship, however that interprets or resonates with you. Again, somebody that you're currently with, somebody that you will be with, or maybe even somebody from the past. Often whoever comes to your mind, if nobody came to your mind right away, then it could definitely be somebody from the future. So you picked the Tarot of Sexual Magic as your guiding energy. This is the back of that deck. So we're going to shuffle out some initial energy. Group 2, what does their person find sexy about them? What does group 2's person find sexy about them? Oh, kind of getting a little wild here. All right, so we have the Two of Wands. Okay. So the message that I'm getting is that they like being close to you. They like when you are close to them. They find it really sexy, like how attractive you are to each other. And just like the playful, intriguing, like getting to know you, that kind of a fiery spark sort of energy. Even if you've been together for a while, I feel like they still feel that way about you, and they still feel that energy, that kind of newness energy in the relationship. And they find that really attractive. If you're in a relationship and you're maybe feeling like things are a little stagnant, they found that in the beginning of your relationship, this kind of fun, playful energy, like bringing that back into the relationship could definitely kick it up a notch or two, if you know what I mean. All right, so we also have the Lovers. So again, I feel like this is that kind of seductive, alluring, sort of just an interest in each other in a very sexual, sensual way as well. Like that fire is still burning is the message that I'm getting. They find that very attractive about you, like how attracted to you they are or were. Okay, and we have the Devil. All right, you guys, listen. I feel like there's just an overall message here of a desire for more play, experimentation, tapping into like a darker, sexy, magnetic sort of energy. All of these cards literally have the message about attraction. They have a message around kind of like unadulterated, just limitless sort of exploration into relationships. So if you've been in a relationship with somebody, especially for a period of time, and things are kind of getting a little stale, I feel like there's a strong message here around reigniting that energy, being more experiment. Like if you've kind of fallen into, oh my gosh, this was on the bottom of the deck and it caught my eye, we're gonna add it, experimental lover. Literally, this is what I was gonna say, so that's totally interesting. I feel like there's, just if you've fallen into kind of like a routine, maybe even like you might be having sex, but it's not that exciting, or it's just something is missing in the relationship, that spark is kind of dwindling down. So I do feel like there's a message around experimentation, trying something new, revisiting that energy of that initial attraction that you had to each other, and going on dates. Like if you haven't been going on dates, go on dates. and if this was like a future relationship, you're like, I don't know what you're talking about, I'm single. That these messages, I feel like, are pretty good for like anybody. Like, keep dating your partner, continue to take each other out on dates, surprise each other, keep that spark and energy alive. So if you're not in a current relationship, your person likes, or maybe if you are, whatever, that you're an experimental lover, that you're open to trying anything at least once, that you are, there's just something really sexy about you. I'm feeling like it's got something to do with like an allure, almost like, I don't know, it's like you give off this energy that you like have a secret, or that you know, like you have this like sexy secret, and it's enticing and it sparks their curiosity. And that's what I'm really feeling for the devil energy here. There's a lot of energy around seduction. So they like when you seduce them. They find it very alluring when you, like, even if you play like some role playing around like corrupting, either them corrupting you or you corrupting them, or corrupting innocence in a way. These are just the messages I'm getting. They really like your hands. They like your touch. This could also be like one of their love languages. Could be touch, and really just liking your hands, liking the way you touch them. A massage could also be something that is of interest here. Let's see. And sleeping princess. They like watching you sleep. It was one of the first messages that I received here. They could also have fantasies of like waking you up sexually, or maybe that's what they do if you're with this person. Or like I said, it could be a fantasy if they have not played that out, but like waking you up in a sexual way, whether that be a little bit of tongue action or some hand action to rouse you from slumber. Or morning sex. Morning sex could be something they find really attractive, really sexy. It's less like planned to, I mean, I guess you could plan to have sex in the morning, but it's often like kind of more of a spur of the moment thing. Like you wake up next to somebody that you find very attractive, that you're very drawn to, and you're just kind of like all raw, slightly unconscious, murky space and time where you're coming out of consciousness, and all you want is that person. Like that kind of raw energy that was talked about in the first 3 cards here. That just initial attraction is like right there in the morning. There's nothing, no stress or whatever you have to do for the day hasn't corrupted that initial feeling of attraction. So little morning sex might be in order here. And then we have Phantom Quartz. They like switching things up, which connects to the Experimental Lover card as well. So Phantom Quartz talks about change and embracing change. And they find it really sexy that you don't allow your past to hold you back. That you don't allow either past relationships, past mistakes, past decisions that you've made in the past. Like you don't allow that to hold you back. You continue to move forward. You continue to embrace change and go with the flow. And they find that very sexy and very attractive about you. And yeah. If if a past relationship is holding you back right now, then that is something you might want to work on. Just saying that for someone who might need it. So we have a goldfish here. So they find it really sexy here that you have grown yourself financially, that you have an increase in material wealth, or it could also be a spiritual growth, or an increase in spiritual understanding about yourself, getting to know you better. They find that really sexy about you. So it could be either one of those things. And we have the crib. So the crib does talk about potentially the conception or birth of a child. So you could be the mother or the father of their child, and they find that very attractive, very sexy. It could also be talking about enterprising energy as well. So the fact that you started a business, or that you are your own boss, you're a business owner of some kind. Started a business or own your own business. So they like that you don't settle for misunderstandings. They find it really sexy that, you won't allow something to fester, that you, if you don't understand something or if something doesn't make sense, you go into it with the intention of figuring out or getting down to the root of it. And that's really sexy to them, because it doesn't allow the relationship to stagnate, or for you to be angry or mad at each other and nobody really knows why or what's going on. So they find that really sexy about you. And then we have the bag. So again, this is connected to the increase. This is talking about more material wealth or a new job. Maybe you've recently gotten a new job, or you've gotten a raise at your company. And I just feel like it's just connected to they just find it really sexy that you are pushing forward the things that you're advocating for yourself, and you're pushing forward, your career or the things that are important to you. And they just find that really attractive. Just going out there and getting life. What else was I gonna grab? I was gonna grab some shots. Stick to my hands, are a little sweaty, which happens when I do these readings. It gets a little hot. All right, let's take a look at the charms. Now the charms could also be giving hints about who this person is. It could be talking about your relationship. Could be a lot of things. So drop a comment down below if there's something that pops out to you, or message that really resonates with you. So we have the crown chakra. So this to me connects with this idea of spirituality and spiritual growth. I feel like the relationship in general feels very spiritually harmonious. I do feel like there's a message that potentially is too harmonious, that each of you is a little too comfortable with the other person, where some of the spark and the initial play and attraction and allure has kind of maybe gone a little awry if you are currently in a relationship, and something for you to be mindful of if you're connecting with this as a future situation. So we have the Joker, which is similar to the Fool. It's the Fool energy. It's that limitlessness, that openness, that experimentation, and just kind of going out, like being less less plans and more play, more spontaneous interaction. So we have the Five of Cups and the Five of Swords, and those two energies are a little tense. So again, I'm feeling a lot of love. I'm feeling a lot of connectivity. It feels like a very deep connection with a lot of length to it. But there is some tension in the emotional and mental space and connectivity in the relationship. There's a disconnect there. And I think it has something to do with just being too routine. The key is telling me that the two of you do have the key. You have the key. You have access to the answer to unlock that door. But there is going to take some change and some transformation to do that. Each of you is going to have to maybe sacrifice or give something up in order to achieve that. So some of it can be control. So whether that's you or them, whoever I feel like is the more dominant, maybe more person who's more concerned about control and just like planning and organizing, that person might have to loosen up a little bit in order to make the necessary changes to spark that energy back into the relationship. The rose, to me, that just, again, it feels like a very sensual, very profound and peaceful love. It feels genuine and it feels like it has longevity. But every relationship has its challenges. The horseshoe, I feel like, is the message that I'm getting off of this horseshoe is about like traveling or getting away from your routine in order to spark or reinfuse energy back into the relationship. And again, if this is a future love, these are just things for you to keep in mind. Like this could be talking about how you meet them. This could be talking about maybe a challenge in the relationship and how to overcome that. But doing a little bit of traveling, getting out of your everyday, trying something new, experimenting. Again, that Fool energy, zero, number zero energy, infinite possibilities, keeping your mind and your heart open. And we also have the Seven of Cups, which talks about decision making, which is also connected to the Lover's energy as well, which could also talk about choices or decision making. So I feel like we have a lot of messages here for you, and yeah, this completes the reading that I have received for you, group number 2. I hope this was helpful for you, if nothing else, entertaining for you. If something did resonate, please do drop a comment down below and let me know what it did. Click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are not already connected here on YouTube. And if you're interested in your own personal reading, please do connect with me on Etsy. Thank you so much for your beautiful energy and your time, and I will see you in an upcoming reading. Bye. Hello, group number 3, and welcome to your sexy, sensual, 18 or older adult love reading today. You selected the Casanova Tarot deck to guide your message. We are asking Spirit what your person finds sexy about you. So this could be someone that you are currently in a relationship with, or a future love or past love. Often it's the person who came into your mind. If someone came into your mind, otherwise it could be like a future relationship, or maybe someone will come into your mind as we go through the reading. So keep an open heart, an open mind, and again, these are general readings, so take what resonates, only what resonates. All right, so this is the back of the Casanova Tarot, just so you can see that. Quite a lovely backing to the card. So this is group 3. What does group 3's person find sexy about them? Group 3. So we have the Hierophant. So they find this, there are a couple of different messages here in the Hierophant. So I'm feeling like the initial message was your spirituality. They find your spirituality and your commitment to your spiritual growth really sexy. The Hierophant could also be talking about marriage, that marriage, they find that the fact that you desire marriage, if you desire marriage, they find that very sexy. The Hierophant can also talk about, I feel like this is also kind of, for some of you, almost like a rebellion against religion or rebelliousness against the constructs of society. So I feel like it could be on the other end of things. So they find it really sexy that maybe you're a bit of a black sheep when it comes to religion or spirituality, and you kind of march, but you march on the beat of your own drum, and you're a little bit of a rebel. Let's get deeper into the reading. So we have the High Priestess. Get a better view of her. They like, there's something mysterious about you that they like. It's almost like you hold the secrets of the universe. So you could have Pisces energy, Scorpio energy, Cancer energy, water energy in your birth chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But they find it very sexy that you, there's like this alluring secret sort of energy that is not, it feels more spiritual, that they feel like it's more spiritual. The secrets that you hold, not that you like keep secrets, in everyday life, but that you have this kind of unexplained, uncanny ability to like either know what's happening, so you could have predicted something that happens, or said something to them that then came to fruition, but they think that you're magical, and they find that very alluring, very attractive. And then we have the Eight of Cups. I feel like the fact that you're open sexually, that's kind of the message that I'm feeling here, that when it comes to desiring them, you're very open about that, and they don't have to question whether or not you are attracted to them sexually, or that you want to be intimate with them. So again, I feel like there's a teasing energy here in the High Priestess that keeps them intrigued and coming back for more, if you will. Drunk sex. Well, alrighty then. They like a little intoxicated, sexy, sensual play. All right. Or they like having sex with you when you're drunk. That sounds really weird. They like, I feel like it's your openness. So often when we get a little bit of luckiness, our inhibitions are lowered, and we are more apt to do things that we wouldn't have otherwise done because of nervousness or insecurity or whatever. And I'm just getting the message here that you're just more open, a little bit more wild, and more willing to experiment after you've had a drink or two. I also feel like often when we're in environments where we are drinking, it's for entertainment purposes, and there's a funness and a lightness And in that energy, there's kind of this play, happy kind of energy, and that's connected to also like being drunk. So it's not just the drunkenness itself, but it's about kind of the leading up to it as well, that you're often drinking, if drinking socially and not because of some sort of struggle or challenge, that it's for fun. And speaking of fun, so they really find it sexy that you are creative and playful, and when you're like cute and naughty, they find that very sexy about you, when you are able to have fun with the sexual play. And again, I feel like that's also connected to a little bit of that mysterious energy. You could be more serious on the outside, to the outside world. Maybe your job, like you have an office job or a job where you're really serious, or you have to concentrate, or those sorts of things. But when we get into the bedroom, all of the masks come off, and it's time to have a little bit of fun. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. Speaking of work, this could be a fantasy of theirs, or maybe yours, having sex at work. And since a lot of us have been working from home, what a convenient. So this feels like it's a fantasy again of yours or theirs, but potentially even dressing up as if you were going to work, and maybe leaving the panties out of the equation there, and having a little bit of office play, or what do you call it? A little role play. That's the word I was looking for. A little sexy office role play. So that's fun. All right. So in Pink Opal, the message that I see here, that they really love how you treat yourself. And they really love that you're kind to yourself. I know we went from like being super sexy to kind of to a little bit more serious, but it's good. It's good to have layers. They like the way you treat yourself, taking care of yourself. They like when you are kind to yourself. So if you're not always kind to yourself, just know that when you are kind to yourself and you get that massage that you need, when you take time off of work when you need to do that, when you unwind for the evening, and you take baths and do masks and facial care and body care and exercise, when you're doing all of those things to be kind to yourself and being kind to your body, and not forgetting about the emotional and spiritual and mental health stuff as well, they actually find that really sexy, like when you take care of yourself, because I also feel like that makes you a better lover. And you're more fun, like in bed, and when it comes to like the creativity that you have, like when you feel sexy, you bring that energy into the bedroom as well, and are able to give them. You're able to give because you have it to give. If that makes any sense at all. And so we have the full moon in Capricorn. So you could have strong Capricorn placements in your birth chart, Sun and Rising Venus in Capricorn. But I feel like there's a message here around you could be going through some sort of transition or change in your life. Like a cycle of your life is coming to an end. And I feel like they find it really Sexy, how you move through life and how you transition from one phase of your life into the next phase of your life. You could be with this person or meet this person during a time in your life where you're kind of transitioning or moving from one way of life to another way of life. And I feel like there's just a message around, you know, I don't know why, for some odd reason, the message came through about kids. The two of you might be expanding your family. That could be very specific to somebody, but yeah, just like how you navigate the different cycles of life. And Capricorn energy is very tenacious, very intentional. There is a concentration and a seriousness to Capricorn energy as well. And Capricorn energy is also often connected to like work and sexy work. Work and effort into an endeavor to reach achievement in your life. So that very tenacious, go-getter type of energy. I also feel like they might even be in awe of you, like how you navigate rough terrain and how you deal with difficulty and challenge in your life. So we have nasturtium, grounding. Oh my gosh, I feel like that's completely connected to this Capricorn energy over here. But you could have strong earth sign placements in general in your chart, or you could just be a very like earthy person, like very grounded, practical in a lot of ways, but you do have like a cheeky, creative, playful side to you as well. They find it really sexy how you communicate, and this could be interpreted in a handful of different ways. So again, back to that mysterious energy. So it could be like maybe how you say things. It could be connected to your voice. It could be connected to the fact that you listen to them and you care about what they're saying and you're engaged, like active listening, not just like hearing them, but like actively listening. You ask questions. Again, it could be a number of different things. This idea of communication could vary and mean many different things. Spirituality, which I feel like is just a reiteration of our Hierophant and our High Priestess energy. But they love that you have a strong spiritual center, that you are connected in a, spiritually connected with yourself on a spiritual level, and you have a strong belief system. I find that quite attractive. And then we have the Bird of Paradise, self-acceptance, and I feel like this is also connected to that solidity of spirit, because you are so solid in who you are in yourself. That self-acceptance also leads to self-confidence, and who doesn't like being with somebody who's confident in who they are and what they have to offer the world? I'm just saying, throwing it out there. All right, let's add some charms. Now the charms could be many things. It could be who, connected to what they find sexy about you. But it could also be oh my gosh, we got so many cards. It could also be messages around like your relationship and how you might meet them if you don't already know them. So, if something resonates with you, please do drop a comment down below and let me know how it connected. Because the charms could be very, very personal to you. All right, so I find it very interesting. I'm just trying to turn them all over so we can see them. I find it really interesting that the crosses here Often the cross I connect to religion or spirituality, and I feel like it's very interesting that it came up with the Hierophant as well as spirituality. So I feel like that's a triangulation. There's a lot of energy around spirituality. You could be a spiritual person, they could be a very spiritual person. We have the Joker, which is like the Fool card in tarot. It's that infinite possibilities, number 0 energy. There's an openness and a playful energy, so I feel like that connects to the fun card here. We got so many cards. The 2 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, 8 of Cups, overcoming adversity, moving on emotional, seeking emotional security, 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, Shoe, brow chakra. Okay, so I feel like the 2 of Cups is King of Wands. The 2 of Cups to me talks about 8 of Cups twice. Sorry, that was in the middle of, I just noticed that. 8 of Cups. So that message is being magnified. I just feel like in general, so I'm going to kind of just summarize the energy that I'm feeling off of all of the cards here. It feels like a loving, very, very loving relationship that's connected on multiple levels. So we have a lot of pentacle energy, grounding, like Nostradium talks about here. Very grounded energy. There is emotional energy as well with this 2 of Cups. Very like young, youthful, sort of experimenting, new love, very reciprocal sort of relationship. The King of Wands could be talking about either you or this person has strong fire sign placements in your chart, Sun and rising Venus in a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but just having a very charming, charismatic energy to them. And then the 3 of Wands to me also talks, it's that fire energy again. It's almost like reaping the rewards or benefits of a strong connection or strong relationship. Brow chakra energy to me talks about intuition. So you trusting your intuition, them trusting their intuition. Maybe you guys have connected on a spiritual level. There are a number of messages around spirituality as well. So we have intuition, the High Priestess, and spirituality, and the Hierophant. So in the cross, I feel like there's a lot of like spiritual connectivity. I feel like this is saying that the relationship is special, the connection is special. There's Aries energy present. It talks about courageousness, and Aquarius energy talking about friendly. That's the only air energy, but all elements are represented. I feel like that's meaningful for some reason. I feel like the shoe is talking about just, it could be talking about travel. I feel like it's also talking about like taking steps towards, taking steps is going to take courage. Courageous energy, but it's special. It's almost like it's worth it. It's worth taking the steps, taking the chances, taking the risks. And the rooster, I feel like, is a wake-up call. Cock-a-doodle-doo. So if you have not met this person, I feel like the rooster is saying, like, this person is going to wake you up spiritually, is the message that I'm getting, that it's going to be a shock to the system, that it's going to be really invigorating to be with this person. And I feel like if you're already with this person, then I feel like the rooster is basically saying there's some sort of wake-up call. There's something being brought to your attention, to their attention here. But it feels like a very intense relationship and connection, and it feels mutual, and yeah. This one I feel got a little bit off topic here of what they find sexy about you, but I do feel like this spirituality, which brings self-acceptance and self-confidence, is really attractive about you to them. This ability to have fun and a little bit of, maybe some role playing here with this work thing, but I feel like they're just in awe of you. They're in awe of you. They're in awe of the way you talk, the way you communicate, the way you listen to them, your thoughts, and just, I don't know. When you communicate with them, I feel like they're listening to you, and they just find you extraordinarily intriguing and interesting. And but there's a curiosity to the relationship, but there's also a grounded energy as well that has potential for some longevity. So beautiful soul, these are the messages that I have channeled for you today. I hope this was helpful for you. If something resonated, please do drop a comment down below. Let me know it did. Click like and subscribe on this video, as of course that helps out my channel and helps other kindred souls find the messages meant for them. I appreciate your time and your beautiful energy, and I will see you in an upcoming reading. Bye.